Shalom, shalom, brothers. Brother Kamal Mahar here, back at it again. First thing first, we give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, and qadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders on the shoe run from GMS. Blessings to the Akimadera preaching his word with wholehearted sincerity. Blessings to 144,000, 1/3 entirely, the first fruits kingdom of heaven. Also David, WF Dawadah. And shalom to you brothers out there speaking different tongues and looking different nations. Shalom to you, brothers. So what I want to get into today, brothers, is, the Lord is definitely, the Lord has never forsaken the men that actually, that really believed in Yahawashi, and has never forsaken anyone that actually, sacrificed this world for the name of Yahawashi, doing the work, and actually really trusting and believing. Man, this thing is faith, and having the gift of faith and actually applying it and having the faith in Yahawashi. That's the keys to the access of the Lord, but right there, the faith, it's through Yahawashi, you know what I'm saying? So whenever you're moving in this world and you have faith in the Lord, that's what the Lord looking for in the first place. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay, this person believes in me for real. The Lord can't do nothing but stand up and defend you, especially when you want to write a chord. The spirit dealing. The Lord will allow the spirit to, what he says. He said he has angels in camp, in charge of the men of the Lord. So, you know what I mean. So that's a beautiful thing. And what makes it even more seal in the deal is the fact that brothers know this through the spirit and power of Yahawashi and the faith. We know this, and hey, there's a lot of brothers such as myself that actually has great testimonies of the Lord delivering them out of things that looked pretty dire, which also is a faith booster. You know what I mean? So when the Lord is defending you and protects you, it's just nothing but a faith booster to just know that when something else comes down, remember the Lord delivered all the men from everything. You know what I'm saying? King David, Samson, you got with Elisha and Elijah, you got Lot, so forth and so forth. You know what I mean? So we can keep on going with this one. Job went through some situations, but then came out at the end of that thing phenomenal. I always say Job was $100 million man and came out to be a billionaire. That's how I look at it. The Lord always elevating, always upgrading to something better, especially when you deal with Yahawashi. I want to get my first preset. I got a couple in let me see. Alright. Scriptures right there. So my first preset, I want to go to Psalms 37. There's a lot of Psalms, a lot of this particular topic. 37, I believe, like 25. It says, I have been young. This is David. I have been young and now am old. Yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread. You see that? So whenever you're dealing with the righteous, the Lord is going to take care of the righteous, man. You see what I'm saying? That's why, like in the book of Isaiah, 66, it goes into, because I was bring it out. I bring 26 as well. It says, he is ever merciful and lendeth, and his seed is blessed. Depart from evil and do good, and dwell forevermore. Right? It says, for the Lord loveth judgment, and forsaketh not his saints. They are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked shall be cut off. Absolutely. The Lord says he's preserving the saints, who are Israelites, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians of the elect. What is that? Oh yeah, I wanted to bring out Isaiah really quickly, make a point. Isaiah 66, Salakia. No, it's not 66. It's let me see, more for her. Yeah, 65. So it says Isaiah 65, and it says, it says, therefore thus saith the Lord. No. Salakia, let me read 12 to go in context, because I want to make this point. It says, therefore will I number you to the sword, and you shall all bow down to the slaughter, Because when I called, you did not answer. When I spake, you did not hear, but did evil before my eyes and did choose that wherein I delighted not. Right, so when you look at 2/3 of our people, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians, they don't want to hearken unto the Lord of the words of Yahawashi. So that's why in the next verse it says, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahawashi, behold, my servants shall eat. Right. So the servants are the ones who actually follow in the ways of the Yahawashi, have that faith, and and pretty much trying the best of their ability to be right and stick with the scriptures, right? And but obviously opposite of that is 2/3 of our people who don't want to hearken. So whenever things go south, the Lord is going to take care of his servants, rather than the rest of us going to be the rest of the people will be, but ye shall be hungry. You see that? And then behold, my servant shall drink, but you shall be thirsty, and behold, my servant shall rejoice, but you shall be ashamed. So in order to be in this category of what you will call the Lord has never forsaken the ones who believed in him, you got to be on a servant type of a level. You know what I mean? Let's say you're a woman, you got a man in the Lord, and you making sure you taking care of your man, and and dwelling pleasing to him, and serving your man. That's serving your man is pleasing Yahawashi, and then that'll be in the accord of a righteous woman, which the Lord will not forsaken. Especially when you got a man in the Lord. It's that little hierarchy scale. It's from the Yahawah, Yahawashi, man, woman, and kids after that. Right here, 14 says, behold, my servant shall sing for joy of heart, but you shall cry for sorrow of heart, and shall howl for vexation of spirit. Exactly. So whenever you are doing the right things, the Lord produces good things to you. You know what I mean? And because the end all be all, this thing is salvation. So the Lord is not going to forsake anybody, or is not going to deliver anybody that's trusting in the name of Yahawashi, and actually is on the right doctrine, and doing what they're supposed to do, and moving according to the scriptures to the best of your ability. They're repenting and trying to really be favored when Yahawashi comes back, to be delivered. That's why in Revelations, the 22nd chapter, it says like around 7, I believe, somewhere. Yeah, it says, behold, I come quickly. Now Shalakia, it's 12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according as his work shall be. Right. So if you are a righteous man, and you doing the right things, and you in the scriptures, and you trying, you got you in the brotherhood, you applying yourself, with the scriptures, you know what I mean, that reward is going to be salvation. And you'll be in that category where the Lord has never forsaken anybody that actually believed and trusted in the Lord, Yahawashi, right? But if you disregard the truth, you don't give a damn. My people do not consider pursuing the Isaiah, the first chapter, Isaiah 1, like 1 and 3, around there. It says that with the ox knoweth his owner, and the ass the master's crib, but my people Israel do not consider. Do not know, nor do they consider. They don't even give a damn about it. One of our favorite sayings in camp is, we're like, hey, brother, you're Israelite? Nope. You want to know? Nope. And they keep on walking. And that's that. In a person thinking on that type of mindset, which obviously the Lord has a blinder over them, or they're not awoken yet. Either the two, because, Psalms 110:3, my people shall be willing the day of thy power. You know what I mean? So, either the two, but probably more likely a 2/3. At the end of the day, though, people who think like that, and if they're set up to be that way, those are the ones who are not going to be delivered and will be forsaken. It's just that, pretty much that simple. That's why I like oh man, yeah, Revelations, the 3rd chapter, beautiful. Another faith booster when it comes to the Lord will not forsaken. Especially when in the hour of temptation, we're gonna really need Yahawashi. So if you was doing your thing, and you actually teaching the people, and you doing the work, you a fellow servant. Remember, Yahawashi considers you as a friend at that point, and friends look out for friends. Correct? That's what I thought. It says Revelations 3:10. It's because thou hast kept the word of my patience. Right? How do you keep the word of the patience? You reading the scriptures. You putting these videos up. You in the hollies and hedges. You being brotherly, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. breaking bread with brothers. You know what I mean? So it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. Right? That's the Lord delivering you and not forsaking you for believing in his truth. You kept the word of his patience. Well, he's going to make sure that you set up the way you need to be in the positive. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Yeah, so many people are going to get tried in the hour of temptation, which is end all be all that MOTB, man. It's going to be a lot of brothers going to fold, but it's going to be brothers where the Lord put a spirit on to be able to have that faith to not do so and believe in the Lord. And the Lord's going to perform those miracles for these brothers, like the scriptures have. Remember, these miracles that used to be was going to come back, and they come up. They already coming back, but they're going to come back on a large level. You're going to see brothers with spiritual power. The brothers going to be flying, shooting laser beams, indestructible, strong like Hawk or Samson. Yeah, man. Or shoot, if a brother's in a dire situation, next thing you know, an angel came and blinded the people that was around you and got you out of there. I mean, all kinds of reckless things are going to come out of nowhere, especially when the Lord lift up that standard. But remember, lifting that standard is going to be towards his fellow servants and the people who really believe in him and have that faith and actually he's on the right accord. All that stuff is all of these things I'm speaking on, driving home the point, is on the fact that it's the Lord will never forsake the people who really mess with him. If you one of my homies and you doing the work and you actually in this thing, you believe, the Lord is going to never forsake people like that. And when I mean by people, I mean Israelites, exclusively the elect, so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Indians. When you go to the book of Sirach, right? Sirach 2 and 10, right? It says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in Yahawashi and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? You see that? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins and saveth in time of affliction. There's the point. Afflictions are going to come, are going to be here, and also going to come on a large level in Jacob's trouble. Remember the scriptures say, it's going to be like a time never seen before. So if that's the case, you're going to need Yahawashi, like my brother would say, which is obviously clear. In order to come up against the blessing of Esau, we're going to need divine intervention. Miracles. Yahawashi send the angels down to do his bidding. In the positive, though, because the servants of the Lord are down here. And remember, it said, if you know no flesh saved, that Esau can keep on going. But the elect will be delivered, though. So it's like, okay, Lord willing to be a part of that number. Those brothers are going to be okay. Because the elect is doing what? The elect is keeping the words of the Lord's patience, which is the words of Yahawashi, and they're actually applying it. They're actually have belief. They're actually dropping videos. They're on hobbies and hedges, proving their faith. Right? Like it says in Second Esdras 9 and 7. It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith whereby ye have believed. Right? That's because, brothers is putting the work in, and they're actually on the hobbies and hedges, and they're actually teaching the people. Why is that? Because they have the faith and believe in what we're into. When you believe something, you actually put forth action, and you put forth, your effort. Which those men who do that will be the ones that are merciful from Yahawah, will receive and gain mercy from Yahawashi. And when those brothers are in afflictions, that's who the Lord is going to deliver and never forsake. You see that? That's how this thing is going to go. There's a couple. I think I had. What I had was, there was a couple other that I wanted to bring out. I had So I had Psalms 37 and 25, and then I hit the cross references, and a couple more came out that I actually did want to bring out. It's a few. Okay. Like Second Corinthians 4:9, it says, persecuted but not forsaken, cast down but not destroyed. Right. And it says, Hebrews 12 is good. Let me see. A couple in Psalms. Yeah, I read that. This is Joshua 1:5. It says, there shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life. As I was with Moses, so will I be. So I will be with thee. I will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. No, that's the time where Israel was together. But hey, this is twofold, because this is the Lord gave us our heritage back. We know who we are. We have the names. So right there alone is mercy, and the Lord not forsaking us. He put us down for a second, now He bringing us back, and we got our heritage back. That's beautiful, man. That's not forsaking, His people. Because remember in Hebrews, matter of fact, I just saw it. It says, I read Hebrews 12:5-6, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourges every son whom he receiveth. Right. So that's just like a typical biological father. He love you. You know what I mean? He care for you. But when you go off a little bit, he chastening you, and then the chastising is over, and you restore your liberties and the good energy that was for. You get your punishment, then it's over. Same thing with Yahawashi. That's how the Lord dealt with us. It was Amos 3:2. You only have I known from all the families of the earth. Therefore, would I punish you for all your iniquities? Right. And then the Lord come back. You know what I mean? Remember Hebrews 11:1. With Paul, it says that have Yahawashi cast away His people. The Lord forbid. And the Lord don't lie, so we got chastised, we down, and then the Lord restores back up like He's doing right now. The house of David. You know what I mean? So I brought this out. It's edifying to you, brothers. Lord willing. I want to give all praise to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, qadash. Yahawah, He is to be, exists, Bahasham, the name, and the only begotten Son, the Lord and Savior, the deliverer, Yahawashi, Bahasham, the name, and the Holy Spirit, the rawchaa, qadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders. I learned the truth from GMS. Blessings to Aki, my dear, preaching His word with whole true sincerity. Blessings to the 144,000, 1/3 entirely. The first fruits, kingdom of heaven, the house of David, the Biyaf Dawadah. And Shalom to you brothers out there speaking different tongues and looking different nations. Shalom, brothers. Shalom to you, brothers.